Hey, hi, how are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever and wherever it is that you decided to watch this video. And for today, we are talking about Halo Infinite Season 5 Reckoning. I think it's fair to say that this was the most anticipated update for Halo Infinite, right? I think it's fair to say that, and I say that in a good way because from a winter update onwards for Halo Infinite, there has been a steady growth of improvement with the game, not only as like a game itself, but as a live service. The thing that for the first year of Halo Infinite was its biggest enemy, especially when you put in consideration the amount of content that we got at launch. The live service aspect was the worst part of Halo Infinite, but from winter update onwards, there has been a steady improvement. There has been good content releases. Season 3 was good. That was the first sign of things improving with Halo Infinite. But then with Season 4, we had like constant surprise updates, be it with new maps, new playlists, specifically with stuff like squad battles. The game was improving, and then with the release of the Season 5 trailer, we were all blown away with what we were seeing. The promise of King of the Hill firefight coming in the mid-season update, Master Chief's Mark 6 armor being a reward for reaching the hero rank, the Mark 5 appearing in the trailer, the flood themed armors that we were getting. There was a lot of hype for the game, for the update, and it didn't help that during the weekend with HCS, the World Championships, we were all seeing what Halo Infinite was bringing, and that just fueled the fires of hype. And so we were all waiting for this Tuesday for the update to drop, and it did. And what do I think about it? It's good. The Season 5 Reckoning is a really, really, really good update, to the point where I'm shocked that it took us this long to get it, but the fact that we did makes me very, very happy. And it's like, the thing is, there's so much to talk about that I don't know where to start. But I think the best place to start is with the two new maps, that being Prism and Forbidden. We'll start with Prism because I think out of the two, that one's my favorite map. Prism is such a fun map to play in. It's not only is it fun, it is friggin' beautiful. This is a gorgeous map to play in, and I'm not even talking about the skybox at the edge of the map when you look outside, which you can also see when you boot up the game. It's such a beautiful looking skybox. But inside the map, this cave, all the crystals, it just is so beautiful and so much eye candy with that map. Because, the crystals do look like candy, kind of, but the glow that the crystals produce in conjunction with the brown dirt on it, it's I don't know, that combination just works so well. And it's such a fun map to play in any type of mode, Slayer, King of the Hill, Oddball, whatever. It's so much fun. And honestly, the best part of the map is the fact that we get this overpowered needler. I think it's called the pinpoint needler, which locks on to the enemies and I think it also multi-locks on, but it's so much fun. You can kill somebody in like 2 to 3 hits. It's so overpowered, it's so busted, but it's so much fun. I always enjoy when that pops up in any playlist, and it's honestly probably my favorite Halo Infinite map as of right now. And so yeah, massive props to the folks over at 343 in making this map. Now the second one is Forbidden. This is more of a competitive map, and you can feel that it's competitive because every time I play on that map, it's a sweat fest. It's a 3-lane map. It's meant to be played with capture the flag specifically, and it doesn't matter if it's capture the flag, Slayer, what have you. That map, holy cow, that map is competitive. It is fun. It is also aesthetically beautiful because, you know, it's based off of Halo 2 with that Halo ring. It's so nostalgic to see it, and it's fun. Not my favorite map out of the two. It's a really good map, but it's like not my personal play style. But I'm guessing that for ranked play, for competitive play, like officially competitive play, it's gonna be a really good map for people to play on, and I'm happy for those people because, yeah, while not my favorite, still a really fun map. Now, the other new addition besides those two maps is a new weapon variant in the form of the Bandit Evo, which a lot of people say is basically the Halo 5 Magnum. It's been a while since I played Halo 5. I personally don't see it, but it's still a really good weapon to play with because the Bandit in general is just fun to play with. But you know, in terms of differences between the Bandit Evo and the regular Bandit, I personally don't see it. Maybe that's just my casual brain not registering the nitty gritty when it comes to the Bandit Evo. But in general, yeah, it's a really fun weapon to use as a pickup. Maybe I'll feel the difference when I play a ranked match and I use it as a starter, but you know, who knows. It's a really good weapon. Quite possibly the biggest, and I literally mean biggest, addition to Halo Infinite this season is campaign AI in Forge. Now, I'm not a forger. I'm too dumb to know how to actually use Forge, but I've seen what people can do with Forge in Halo Infinite, and my mind is just going places as to what the possibilities of this addition of AI and Forge can bring to Halo Infinite, because this community is so creative, and the fact that with this we can actually have firefight in Halo Infinite, like actual firefight that we haven't had since Halo Reach, dude. It's so crazy, and I can't wait to see what insanity the community gets to make with AI and Forge. I can't wait to see it. Now, in terms of the Battle Pass, the thing that you're buying, the thing that you use to progress in Halo Infinite, let's talk about progression in general, starting with the Battle Pass. That's a weird transition, but we'll get to it. The Battle Pass, it went from 100 tiers to 50 tiers, and my god, I really like this change. Because while I didn't mind the 100 tier Battle Pass, I really don't mind that. The fact that this is 50 tiers is so alleviating. It's so much smoother, it's so much faster. I like the fact that in about like a week from now, maybe 2 weeks from now, I can have the season pass filled and just focus on random stuff in the game. And the fact that you can progress through the Battle Pass in custom games is so good. It's so great. And the content in the battle pass, it's okay. Not the best in terms of like the content that we get. The flood theme armor in this game, in general, the ones in the battle pass, the ones in the shop, it is nasty. It is disgusting, and I love it. It is so great to look at. It is so great to have the flood in some form or fashion in a mainline Halo game, and the fact that I think this is canon in universe is wild and scary with the implications that this brings us to. But yeah, in terms of Battle Pass, it's good, it's okay. But the real meat and potatoes of Halo Infinite's progression in Season 5 is your career rank and reaching hero rank, because the fact that we are getting the Mark 6 from Halo Infinite's campaign is so great and it's so worth the grind. I haven't reached hero rank. It's gonna take a while. I still haven't seen anyone in matchmaking in the games that I've played that have the Mark 6 from the campaign equipped. In general, it's because I know it's like pretty rare. I think like 16 people have hero rank, but I know that I'm gonna be dedicating the next God knows how many months in grinding to reach it, because I want that armor. And the last thing, which I almost forgot to talk about when it comes to progression and customization, cross-core. This is the second biggest thing that's coming, that's in Halo Infinite. Cross-core helmets is finally here, and it's amazing. And the fact that it took this long is a shame, but the fact that we have it is so good and one step closer to us having full customization again. And it's just so great to see stuff like the Joroi helmet in something like the Chimera body, which looks so weird, but it's great that we have that option. And not only that, 343 surprised us. They surprised us. They didn't promise anything, but they surprised us with this. A couple of the old coatings, a couple of like a big chunk of old coatings, not all of them, are now also cross-core, and that is great to see. They totally surprised us because they said something like, oh yeah, cross-core coating, it's not going to be a thing this season. That's for old coatings, that's not going to be a thing this season. Sorry about that. We're focusing on cross-core helmets only. And then they surprised us with the amount of old coatings that they actually made cross-core, in addition to the new cross-core coatings that we are getting with Season 4 and 5. And I'm just giving a round of applause to 343 for that. That is great for 343 to do. And again, just one step closer, and I think in this case 2 steps closer to having a very non-restrictive customization in Halo Infinite, and that is great. Now sadly, the one thing I can't talk about in Halo Infinite right now is the new mode that's introduced with Halo Infinite, and that's Extraction. Because I swear, for the life of me, Extraction being in quick play is a myth until proven otherwise. Because I've played a bunch of quick play matches and I have not gotten Extraction. And I'm sad because I want to play Extraction. I never got to play Extraction in Halo 4. I was more of a Slayer guy myself. But I want to play it and give it my opinion on it. But, the RNG gods deny me passage. Maybe when Firefight King of the Hill comes out in the future, I'll make my opinion on it if I get it. And so yeah, that's Season 5 of Halo of Halo Infinite so far. This is the first week, and there's many more to come. We still have the new operations coming out with Winter Contingency 3, and I forgot the other one. I forgot the other name, But we have that. We also have King of the Hill Firefight coming in the mid-season update. We still have the Mark V to get. There's still so much that we know that's coming in Halo Infinite, and there's still so much that we probably don't know that's coming in Halo Infinite for this season. And honestly, I can't wait to see what 343 is cooking up for this season. And I am just so happy that this season, for now, because who knows what can happen by the end of December. But it's like I'm so glad that this season is so good so far. And this, I'm just gonna say this is the quality I expect, not only out of future seasons, if there's any. And for Halo Infinite, this is the quality I expect, and this is also the quality that I expect at launch for a new Halo game. Because, who knows what 343 is going to do. If they're going to do a campaign expansion, probably not, but if they do a campaign expansion, if they do a Halo 7, whatever it is they do next, if it is a Halo 7, a completely new Halo game, I want them to look at the amount of content that Halo Infinite has right now as of Season 5 and say that this is the baseline of what will be at launch, and we're just gonna add a bunch of cool and amazing stuff in the future. Because I'm still mad that it took us this long to get this amount of content, even if it's so good. And I just hope that 343 is looking at this and saying, yep, this is what we're gonna strive for. This is the bar that we're gonna reach. Is it a high bar? Is it a low bar that it should have been there? I don't know at this point. I'm just happy that we are here at this point, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What are your guys' thoughts on Halo Infinite Season 5 Reckoning? Leave a like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.